Hello and welcome to iPulseLIVE. I'm Elias Bustamante.
And I'm Sydney Lepselter.
In international news, thousands of Cuban Americans took to the streets of Miami Saturday shortly after the early morning announcement of Castro's death at age 90. Many say they recognize his death alone doesn't mean immediate democracy or freedom for the communist island. The White House says neither President Barack Obama nor Vice President Joe Biden will attend a memorial service for Fidel Castro. Alec Hernandez, the White House press secretary, said he was not sure whether or not the U.S. will send a delegation to the memorial service. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau will not be attending the funeral of Fidel Castro amid an uproar over his comments over the weekend praising the late Cuban leader. Trudeau issued a statement Saturday that called Castro a controversial figure, but also praised him as a legendary revolutionary and orator, and a remarkable leader. Trudeau's reaction prompted strong criticism on Twitter from two Republican U.S. senators, Marco Rubio of Florida and Ted Cruz of Texas, both Cuban Americans. Rubio called Trudeau's remarks shameful and embarrassing, and Cruz called them disgraceful. Also, North Korea is observing a 3-day period of mourning for Fidel Castro, seen by the North as a rare comrade in arms against the common enemy of the United States.
A Somali-born Ohio State University student plowed his car into a group of pedestrians on campus and then proceeded to stab people with a knife Monday before being shot to death by a police officer. Ohio State University Police Chief Craig Stone said the assailant purposely drove his vehicle over a curb outside an academic building and then began knifing people. A campus officer nearby, because of a gas leak, arrived on the scene and shot the driver in less than a minute, Stone said. The attacker was identified as Abdul Razak Ali Artan, who was born in Somalia but was a legal permanent U.S. resident. Law enforcement officers are investigating the motive with speculation of a terrorist attack. 11 people were injured, with one case critical. And the FBI has joined the investigation. Details emerged after a series of conflicting reports and confusion generated in part by tweets from the university warning there was an active shooter on campus and students should run, hide, fight. The warning was provoked by police gunfire against the attacker, not the attacker himself. Police vehicles and ambulances converged on the campus and authorities blocked off roads. Students barricaded themselves inside offices and classrooms, piling chairs and desks in front of doors before getting the all clear an hour and a half later. It is particularly heartbreaking to see this random act of violence come to this community I hold so dear, said Ohio State graduate Nicole Ghazi, who is active in Islamic organizations. The officer who killed the attacker was Alan Horjuko, a member of the force for just under 2 years. Department of Public Safety Director Monica Mole said Horjuko had done a fabulous job.
Make sure to pick up the newest edition of the iPulse tomorrow.
And join us back here every Tuesday and Thursday at 1:15, right here on our YouTube page.
I'm Elias Bustamante.
And I'm Sydney Lepselter. See you Thursday.